Good afternoon. I'm joined here this afternoon by Wakefield Police Chief Stephen Scory, Wakefield Fire Chief Michael Sullivan, Wakefield Town Administrator Stephen Mayo, the Captain from the State Police assigned to our office, Paul Bowman, our Chief of Homicide, Adrian Lynch, and Assistant District Attorney Beth Dunnigan, as well as the Wakefield Superintendent of Schools, Doug Lyons. This morning, shortly before 10 o'clock, Wakefield Police responded to a home at 11 Otis Street to perform a well-being check. They were there because the resident of that home, Pamela Wood, age 61, who was employed as a speech therapist in the Wakefield Public School, had had an 8:30 appointment with a student that she did not appear for. When she didn't appear for that appointment, the school reached out to her family. The family went to the home but did not have a key to access the home. They subsequently requested the assistance of the police department. Police department accompanied them, as well as the fire department. Fire department was able to pry open the back door of that home, entered the home, and began announcing their entrance, traveling through the house. They cleared the second floor of the home, cleared the first floor of the home, and then went to the basement level of the home, where they located Miss Wood, obviously deceased. As they were calling for backup, officers were proceeding down into the basement, announcing their presence. At that point, a suspect who's been identified as the victim's son, Timothy Martin, 23 years of age, of Manchester, New Hampshire, who did not presently reside at that house and was not known to be at the house, emerged from a corner of the basement, running at the officers in possession of a knife that he was holding above his head. Constrained by the small quarters in the basement, and the suspect refusing to put down the knife at their command, 2 Wakefield officers discharged their weapons, striking Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin was transported to Leahy Clinic in Burlington. He has undergone surgery and is currently in the intensive care unit. It's expected that various charges will be filed against Mr. Martin later this afternoon. 5 Wakefield officers were transported to local hospitals. None had sustained serious injuries. Now going to turn the podium over to Police Chief Scory to give you some information about the effect on the community.
Good afternoon. I'd like to stress to everyone this is an isolated incident and that there is no threat to the community. Are there any questions? There's no history of domestic violence at this residence.
No restraining order or anything?
No restraining order history.
Some of the police officers were involved in the shooting. How are they doing? What is their status?
Obviously upset. They were sent to the hospital to be evaluated for stress. We have them sitting with the stress management team right now to sit down and defuse from the situation.
Are they still, what happens to them administratively during the investigation? Are they in the investigation? Certain things that they should.
The officers that discharge their firearms, they'll be on paid administrative leave until the investigation is complete. Other officers that were present at the scene, we'll continue to monitor them for their health and well-being.
So there will be an ongoing case with respect to Mr. Martin, so we're not going to have any comment with respect to, no comment with respect to any history with respect to Mr. Martin. I'm sorry? There were no prior criminal record.
He did not live there.
He did not live there.
So was there any indication that he was in the house?
No. No, the family had already attempted to gain entrance, had not been successful. That's why the fire department was brought over to open the door.
So when police got on the scene, they had no idea that
No.
anybody else in the house?
No, there was no expectation that anybody else would be there.
She lived there alone?
That was their understanding, yes.
you have a sense of how long she had been deceased?
We know that there was contact with her on Sunday.
Can you tell us the cause of death or the cause of death?
Multiple traumatic injuries. I'm sorry?
Was the knife the perceived weapon?
There were at least some wounds that seemed consistent with the knife. We're obviously waiting on word from the medical examiner. All right, thank you.